This is another episode of Transparent Tea. I am your host, Dr. Latanya J. Smith, and today is going to be a little special. I got two amazing women that is joining me for an amazing conversation, and I know that women all across the world is going to be blessed. So welcome, Miss Shayla and Dr. Lucky. Welcome to Transparency. Welcome back, Doctor.
Thank you.
Welcome and welcome, Miss Shayla. How are you?
I'm great. Glad to be here.
Thank you for coming today to have tea with us. Listen, tell me a little bit about Miss Shayla.
I am originally from here,
Okay.
born and raised. I am a nurse practitioner at the Women's Health Center in Macomb.
Okay.
I have 3 amazing children. I have a daughter who just graduated from college. She's an RN.
Wow.
I have a senior in high school and a 9th grader.
Wow. Wow. Well, Doc, reintroduce yourself for the people.
I'm Dr. Tamika Luckett. I'm a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. I wasn't born in Macomb, Mississippi. I was born in Gary, Indiana, but I've been here pretty much all my life. I have 3 sons who are amazing. They are 26-year-old triplets. Kind of sounds funny saying 26-year-old when I'm just 26 myself. But they're 26-year-old triplets, all have college degrees. And so God has been good to us. And so,
Wow. Listen, we're going to get deep into a conversation. But listen, we have a little game.
Okay.
Okay.
It's called Sip or Spill the Tea.
Oh, goodness.
So y'all can grab your glasses of tea. You can either answer the question or you can sip the tea.
Okay.
All right. So first question for both of you all. Do you believe saying no is a form of self-care?
I'll answer the question. So I don't have to take a sip. I'll answer that one. I do believe that saying no is a form of self-care. Sometimes you feel like you want to offend people by saying no, but that's a way of protecting your body, soul, and spirit because, people will require a lot of you, things that they're not even willing to give.
Yes.
So any opportunity that you have to say no is an opportunity to protect your peace when in essence is a form of self-care.
Yes.
So, yes.
What about you, Miss Shayla? Sip or spill?
I'm going to spill. I firmly believe that no is a complete sentence.
Yes.
I feel like it's necessary. I feel like being a person who has always been the type that I wanted to please everybody
Wow.
and be there for everybody and show up. I had to learn to show up for myself.
Yes.
And showing up for myself meant no.
No. And that's a complete
Without
sentence.
explaining.
Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. So here's another one. What's one transparent lesson you've learned about yourself while serving others?
So again, I will answer the question instead of taking a sip. I have learned about myself to be okay with no as a complete answer, just like Shayla said a few seconds ago. But I also had to learn that you're not going to be liked by everybody, and it's okay. I also had to learn that it's okay to be not okay. It's okay to take those moments that you need for your mental health. So in serving others, I had to learn to prioritize myself, that it's not selfish. It's not taking things personal for other people, but I had to learn to follow my mind. And even if it offended people or caused people not to like what you said, I have to do what's best for me.
Yes. Yes.
I have to spill also, but I have to piggyback because she said a mouthful. But one thing that I did have to learn for myself was if I didn't show up for myself, I couldn't show up for others as expected
Yes.
in my full capacity. So I had to learn to show up for Shayla.
Yes. That is so good. Yes. I love this tea y'all are spilling today. So final question for both of
I
you.
better get my teacup just in case.
What's a mistake you've made in life that has helped shape you into the woman you are today?
Oh, it's too many to name.
I will say with that one, staying in situations longer than I should.
Ooh.
And there were many situations, relationships, friendships, even church things. Sometimes you
Yes.
outgrow churches.
Yes.
Staying longer than I should have
Yes.
in many situations in my life, like relationships. Because I'm a person, I get familiar with routine. I like routine. I've learned to accommodate change, but for me, like I get accustomed to this is the way it will be. This is who I'm supposed to
Yes.
do, and you just get used to serving and being in that capacity. And so, definitely staying in situations way too
Yes.
long, way too long.
Yes. That is good.
So I have to spill also. I would say that my biggest thing is reducing my value.
Yes.
Reducing my value, which has limited me from a lot of things because I tend to shy back, not show up, not realize my true, and it's because of things I've been through in life.
Yes.
So that's my biggest lesson is learning my value.
Ooh, this
Learning my
is
value.
good tea. Y'all are dropping. Listen, thank y'all for playing around.
Yes, ma'am.
Sip or spill the tea. Y'all can
Yes,
put your
ma'am.
glasses back.
Thank you.
So listen, before we get started, because we do have two amazing practitioners in the house today, I do want to read a little quick disclaimer before we dive in. I want to make it clear that this conversation is for inspiration and educational purposes only. Please always consult your primary care physician, therapist, or qualified provider for guidance to help you. All right. So listen, talk to me. The goal of this conversation, I want to talk about the whole woman. You know, oftentimes we talk about self-care Saturday and, all of the things. I want to talk about how do we bring our physical health, women's health, along with mental health? How do we bring that together as a woman?
You want to?
I would say that women's health and mental health is one and the same.
Yes.
You can't separate the two.
Yes.
It's so important. A lot of times us as women,
Mm-hmm.
we do tend to separate the two.
Yes.
But in order to show up in our full capacity as a whole woman,
Yes.
we need both.
Yes.
We need both.
Yes.
I will say I definitely agree with what Shayla said. I had the opportunity this summer to spend some time learning from Shayla, and she's an amazing provider. Let me say that. She is very passionate about what she does, and she's also a person who educates. And what I didn't realize prior to that time is how mental health and women's health go hand in hand.
Yes.
And in so many instances as women, we show up for everybody. Like we're
Yes.
everything for everybody. And we end up being nothing for ourselves.
Mm.
And so, I have looked in the eyes of many women, whether it's as a psych provider, whether it's in my capacity as an evangelist, or even just in the grocery store. And it's like this woman has got so much on her shoulders.
Yes.
And it's like one little thing happens and she's about to break. But if you ask her, hey, are you all right? Yeah, I'm okay.
I'm good.
I'm okay. I'm good.
The whole
and so we
world.
think not dealing with it, it's
Yes.
dealing with it, when in actuality, it's tissue broken. And
Yes.
it's okay. I've been there too.
Yes.
That's why I'm transparent, because I don't
Yes.
ever want anybody to look at me and think I got it all together.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
I just happen to serve the one who does.
Come on.
Yes.
He's been in the set 3 minutes, Doc, already. Say that again, Doc.
I just happen to
Yes.
serve the one who does.
Yes.
It's him who's
Wow.
smart.
Yes.
This none of this.
Yes.
And that's the stuff that we as women have to be transparent about. I see young mothers a lot in the capacity, because I do primarily work with child and adolescent psychiatry. So I see young mothers, and it's like the overwhelm. And I remember that when my kids were little and they going in 3 different directions, and baby daddy not there to help, and you
Yes.
carrying the weight of the world by yourself, and the stress that I was under.
Yes.
But we mask it so
Yes,
well.
ma'am.
Like we mask it, we show up for so many people. And to me, it's not even a black woman thing, not the strong black woman thing.
Yes.
You see white women,
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
a woman thing.
Yes.
That it just is. We show up for everybody, but we
Yes.
don't show up for ourselves.
That is
That is
so
true.
good. So talk to me about having that conversation with the woman. The whole world just falling apart. She don't want to go to the doctor because she's gonna have to miss work.
So here's the thing that I've noticed. Like she said, when we just ask, I'm okay, everything's good. but you will notice that something just isn't right.
Yes.
Mhm.
And in my practice, I'll look at them, especially the ones that's been with me for a while, and I'll say, what's wrong?
Mm.
And then the tears will start.
Yes.
The tears will start, whether is they're tired from motherly duties,
Mm-hmm.
tired from wife duties,
Yes.
tired from work, because they're trying to handle it all without saying, I need help,
Yes.
without saying, can somebody drop my son off at ball practice?
Mm.
Can we get takeout tonight? I'm working all day. I'm going home, fixing dinner, trying to do all the things just to do it all over again
Yes.
every single day. It does become exhausting. And a lot of women, we're not willing to admit it.
That's
Right.
right. And
We're
how
not
does
willing
that
to admit
impact
it.
whenever we continue to do that? How does that impact our physical?
It impacts us as a whole.
Yes.
They get drained.
Yes.
I'm not going to say they, we get
We.
drained.
Mhm.
We get drained. Me personally, Tamika knows I like to tell people that I'm going through perimenopause, so I'm still administrating woman that's going through
Yes.
perimenopause. And with the hormonal changes, along with the exhaustion, the day to day, 8 to 5,
Mm-hmm.
my boys are in sports. I try to get in the gym.
Yes.
It wears me out.
Mm.
It wears me out mentally and physically. And some days I just feel like I don't have it. I don't have it. But you know what? I show up like I do have it.
We have that superwoman.
We do.
We
do
have that superwoman
Mhm.
inside of us that continue to want to. And you talking my language because I give so much. Corporate
Mhm.
America, entrepreneur, mother, Gigi, all of the things.
We're
But
trying to pour from an empty cup.
pour from an empty cup. And I do want to talk about that since you said pouring from an empty cup, because you hear a lot, self-care Saturday, and most
Mhm.
people thinking, okay, let's go shopping or let's go get our nails done. But could we do a little more so that our physical and mental is better for
Yes.
self-care? What would you, not from a provider's perspective, from a sister perspective, like what do you do?
Let me say this, listen to Shayla talk. That was another thing that I learned from her this morning, this summer when I was with her, perimenopause. A lot of us, in particular, African American women, if you think about it, we didn't have our grandmothers. Like my mom died at 60. So I can't even remember what my mom went through
Yes.
menopause.
Yes.
And so I didn't even know I was in perimenopause until this summer, listening to her. Patients would say, I'm tired. And I'd say, me too, girl. And
Yes.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yes.
And they say, well, I show up foggy, brain fog,
Yes.
things like that. I'm thinking, something is other. I'm just okay because
Yes.
I'm showing up for everybody. So my form of self-care is taking rest. Like I went to
Yes.
bed at 6:30 yesterday evening because I needed to be in the bed. I was
Yes.
tired. Sometimes self-care looks like doing absolutely nothing but
Exactly.
resting.
Yes.
That is a part of my self-care routine. When I'm tired, I'm going to get the necessary rest that I need.
Yes.
Because that is a form of self-care. Prayer. I'm a
Yes.
person
Yes.
who believes in the power of prayer. Start your day with prayer. Even if it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes that you spend time and give it to God, give your
Yes.
day to God. You give him the first of your day. And that sets the tone for the rest of the
Yes.
day. So those are my forms of self-care.
What do you do?
I start my day with daily devotion.
Mm-hmm.
I have this thing, the word before the world,
Yes.
that I do every
Yes.
single
I
day.
like that.
Me too.
And then after that is working out. Working out has been, I got into working out for my mental.
Mm-hmm.
It was never physical. It was never about health. I got into it for mental. And a lot of people don't realize that working out in health and wellness is not just about physical. The mental part, when you've had a long day, you may not want to go to the gym, but if you just walk in that gym, you will walk out a different person.
Wow.
You forget about the world.
Mm-hmm.
Is 45 minutes to an hour that you get to pour into you.
Yes.
You can take off all the hats. You can take off the mommy hat. You can take off the titles. You can take it all off and
Yes.
just pour into you.
Yes.
It is so beneficial.
Wow.
Tamika can tell you,
It is.
I am a huge advocate of the gym
She
life,
is.
gym
She is.
girlies.
So I'm listening. But all of us are pretty much saying the same thing. We are always showing up our best for everyone else, but chances are we're pouring from an empty cup. We're drained.
Right.
Yes.
Why do you think women often put their own health, whether mental or physical, last?
It's just what we're groomed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay? Do we need a change? But it's what we're groomed to do.
Wow.
We carry everybody on our shoulders.
Yes. We seen grandmama do it. We seen
Mhm.
mama do it. And now we just take it on as part of our culture.
We do.
Wow. Wow. What do you think, Doc?
I think the same, that we take it on as a part of our culture. And then it's almost as though we expect permission to take the time that we need. But you
Ooh,
don't need anybody's
yes.
permission to take the time that you need for you.
Or we feel
That
bad
is
about
so
it.
good.
Or we feel bad.
We feel bad about
We
it.
do. We feel bad about it. Like, because we're so busy showing up for people, we don't realize. And my personal saying is, either you're gonna deal with the mental and the physical stuff, or it will deal with
It
you.
will
It
deal
will
with
show
you.
up
True.
one way or another. It will show up in your physical health with your blood pressure. It will
Yes.
show up in anxiety attacks that come out of nowhere, insomnia where you're woke in the middle of the night and you don't even know why.
Yes.
It's going to show up one way or another. It will.
So how do you think it impacts us long term? Like whenever we do that for so long, like how do you see that showing up in our long term?
Well, for me, and this is a tough month for me because it's the month my mom died. It shows up as early death,
Yeah.
sickness, and disease. I watched my mom when I was little pay a taxi to go back and forth to work because she wanted to work and take care of me. And so she showed up in ways for me, even when her health was failing. Like, I'm talking about ejection fraction with her heart, 19%. She still took care of the triplets and Tamika. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
That's an example of a woman who shows up for everybody, but she
Yes.
didn't necessarily show up for her health. And she didn't show up to make sure she was okay. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes.
She made sure we were good. And so a lot of times that's the reality, because if you don't deal with your health, it
It'll
will deal with you. Yes.
It will.
What do you
It
think?
will. I totally agree because I see it every day.
Mm-hmm.
I even saw it in myself at one point. You go, and then one day it's like, where's Shayla?
Mm-hmm.
You lose yourself.
Yes.
You don't know what you enjoy anymore. You don't know what you like to do anymore because the world changes. It's not about you anymore. You've made the world all about everybody else, that you literally lose yourself.
Wow. That was huge. And I mean, y'all are dropping so much. Y'all are blessing me. I'm talking about every time y'all say, Doc, you said something, I'm like, I do be asking for permission to take time for myself. Even whenever you're at work, can I take my PTO?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We're asking everybody, can I take time for myself?
Tamika can tell you this summer, I was telling her how much vacation time I have. I don't use it. I don't use it.
What's this? I ain't like that.
I'm not like that either anymore.
If I got 40,
I used to be.
If I got 40, let me see. I need to go here.
I used to be.
Yeah.
Wow. So you just, is it that you don't feel you have time to take it because you're so, you want to be there for your patients?
Yes, because I value my patients so much
She does.
that, just say for instance, if my best friend right now, she asked me to go on a trip all the way in February. I look forward to my schedule. I already have patients scheduled. I told her we're gonna have to pick a different date because I don't like to reschedule anybody because of my schedule. So it's one of those things that I have to learn, but I'm stuck in showing up for everybody else.
Wow.
I think about the inconvenience of other people, and I'm like, how would I feel if I had an appointment scheduled and somebody they don't even know the reason why they're being rescheduled. But my thought process is, how would I feel if my provider was rescheduling my appointment so she can go to Mexico? So, yeah.
Well, they want their doc or provider, they want her happy. They want her pouring from an empty cup too. Listen at me encouraging the provider. All right,
That used to be me though, but I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
when my reality check came. It was at the end of my PhD journey. And one of my professors, my major professor, thank you, Dr. Davis, Sheila Davis, I'll correct it. My professor was an African American woman. I walk in her office, through with the dissertation process, and she looked at me and she said, "Well, what's your plans after graduation?" And I'm all excited. I said, "Well, the boys are about out of high school. I'm gonna travel and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that." I started naming out stuff. And she said, "How are you going to show up and do all of that the way you are?" She said, and I'm like, "Well, what do you mean?" She said, "I'm looking at you now. At this time, I'm probably double the size I am now because I had got up to almost 400 pounds because of stress and
Yes.
showing up for other people." And she said, "Because I'm looking at you and your mom is already deceased, which lets me know there's heart disease in your family and you carrying that much weight." I was carrying a lot of weight, not only physically, but mentally.
Yes.
Wow.
And so for after that, I started prioritizing my mental and my
Yes.
physical. And so I have Dr. Davis to credit for that. Yes.
Wow. Woo, y'all, this is good. So listen, for some women feel like their faith should be enough. Do y'all see that a lot? I'm going to church. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. How can we have a conversation to let people know it's okay to have faith, but God gave me wisdom to help you?
I want to start on that one. And this is another conversation that Tamika and I have had.
Oh, yes.
We're both huge advocates for therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And this month is huge for me because it's suicide, prevention and awareness month. And I lost my dad to suicide August the
Wow.
9th, 2021. And I had to go to therapy.
Mm.
And in our culture, therapy is taboo.
Yes.
Even my mom told me, "You got God, you don't need therapy."
That's enough.
And I had to learn that I needed God in therapy.
Come on.
Because you go through certain moments in life that and this is not popular opinion, that you question God.
Yes.
Life can get so bad sometimes that you do question God. And the therapist that I had was a Christian therapist, and
Yes.
she helped me to put both together
Mm.
and get back to a place that I was thriving mentally,
Yes.
because I had gotten to a place that I was like, I'm just existing
Mm-hmm.
mentally. And when you're just existing, it's not a healthy place.
Wow.
It's not a healthy place because the ups and downs,
Yes.
One day you're up, the next day you're down.
Yes. One
Yeah.
minute you're up, and the
Right.
next minute you're down. I've
Exactly.
been there too.
Mhm.
So, Doc, how do you think we can bring it all together? I know you're a strong woman of faith,
Mhm.
and I mean, help us, Doc.
I think the first thing is, to realize that it's okay to not be okay. I was that
Yes.
Christian, serving everybody, evangelist, all of this stuff. And I went, and I laugh at it now because I went to counseling initially for what I thought was grief counseling. I thought that was the issue. I hadn't dealt with my mom's death. But when I got in therapy and realized I had rejection issues, abandonment issues, issues with self-esteem, I just had issues.
Wow.
There's a song Erykah Badu had, Bag Lady. I mean, you
Yes.
walking around with all
Yes.
these bags,
Yes.
girl.
Yes.
For real, like you are a public success, but a real life private failure.
Yes.
Because you're going through all of this stuff in your personal life and you want to look good on the outside, but in the inside, you're a broken mess. I laugh and I think about the church mother.
Yeah.
Who is mad with the world. She come to church on Sundays and she don't want nobody to sit in a
Yeah,
certain seat.
that's
or
it.
She got a nasty attitude from the get-go. Mother is not mean. Mother is broken.
She broken.
Yes.
She broken. You can have Jesus and a therapist
Yes.
too. I got
Yes.
one.
Yes.
I have a wonderful therapist, and he
Yes.
is a Christian therapist. Every therapist, every mental health professional, you need a professional.
Yes.
And so, yes, it's no shame in it. And us as an African American community, I'm excited about conversations that are happening now surrounding mental health. But also, as a disclaimer that Dr. LaTanya gave at the onset, we have to make sure that it's a trained professional,
Yes.
not
Right.
TikTok specialists who are
Yes.
telling you that you're narcissistic, and that's not what narcissistic really means.
Yes.
And so you have to make sure you get a trained professional, even if you're in ministry, even if whatever walk of life you're in, you have to take time to get that mental health.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. And I will tell you, One of my guests, we were talking about that on the way over here, how now children are more aware of they
Yes,
are
ma'am.
having the
Yes.
conversation.
They are.
Yes.
They are having, and they don't
Yes.
play about it either.
No, they
Right.
do not.
Listen, I need my medication. Even my
Yes,
children. Listen,
yes.
I need to go see my doctor.
Yes.
And at first I was that Christian. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with you, But then the more I worked because I work in behavioral health too, and I saw the clients that would come into the clinic and how it impacts them, and I'm like, make my baby appointment.
Yeah.
I had to make that decision. No, it's okay to have Jesus and a therapist.
It
And I
really
have a
is.
therapist. I
It
have a
is.
therapist, and I wouldn't take nothing in the world
Right.
for her, because we do so much, and oftentimes in leadership we don't have anyone to release.
Right. Right.
We can't release. We're toting all of the things. We're there. Check on your strong friend.
Right.
Oh, yes.
We're always doing and giving, but we don't have that person that we can lean on.
Right.
Because
That's
we
it.
don't want them to say, okay, well, I can't talk to her because she going through, And I was like, no, it's time for me to look out for me.
That's right.
Whew, listen, okay. So when we talk about self-care, many women think about spa days. Real self-care is deeper. What are some tips you would give women to help with self-care?
First, they have to let go of the guilt of self-care. What I have started to do, I do scheduled self-care days.
Yes.
And outside of the scheduled self-care days, if I need a one in the middle,
Yes.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
Whether it's simply, I'm an outdoors person, so some days I'll go out to the park.
Yes.
I love water,
Mm-hmm.
just nature, just time to decompress,
Yes.
time to listen to God, time for just a quiet walk.
Yes.
That's simple self-care. It
Yes.
doesn't have to be a spa visit.
Right.
Like Tamika said, rest.
Rest.
It's so
It
underrated.
don't cost you anything to go in there and take a nap.
That's
Yes.
it. Good now.
Yes, a hot shower, a good TV show
Yes.
in the couch.
Yes.
It's so underrated. So that's one of the things with self-care. I think we just have to let go of the guilt
Yes.
first and foremost. If we can let go of the guilt, then we can get there.
Yes.
I think on every flight, before it goes up in the air, they say put your oxygen on yourself first.
Yes, ma'am.
And so I think that in prioritizing self-care, it's just what it says. You have to make you a priority.
Yes.
And you have to be okay with making yourself a priority and realizing self-care is not selfish. Self-care, those babies gonna be all right for the 5
Right.
minutes you need just to breathe.
Yes.
They will be okay. Because the thing of it is, what I had to remind myself, if I don't show up for me, when I'm no longer here, what's gonna happen? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yes.
And my mom would say off the wall stuff like that. When I'm gone one day, you gonna miss me, or little stuff like that. But I think about that now, and I
Yes.
say, you know what, she's right.
That's right.
You know, because you have to take that time for you to do whatever it is you want to do.
Yes.
Even if your self-care looks like doing nothing.
doing
Right.
nothing.
Yes.
Yes. So to Dr. Lucky, you are here looking beautiful. I know this is October and we celebrate breast cancer awareness. I think we even have mental health awareness
Yes.
week in
Yes.
October, but I noticed you wearing purple today. Talk
Yes.
about what purple means to you in October.
Purple means to me, for those who have never heard my story, it means survivor. I am a domestic violence survivor. I am very transparent about my story. I am not supposed to be here. I had an ex-boyfriend about 20 years ago who, by all intents and purpose, was intending for me to be unalive. He called the police and made his manifesto like he was serious about taking me out. And I am convinced if it were not for the grace of God, I would not be here. I ended up with 2 fractured orbits under my eyes, 2 black eyes, broken nose, face totally disfigured, held at knife point,
Wow.
but I'm still here. And so there's a lot of women who are out in situations like this. And it's not a situation that just affects women of color.
Yes.
It's not a situation that affects just wealthy women or poor
Yes.
women. This situation can affect women and even some men.
Yes.
They're in domestic violence situations. And what I will tell you is I'll share this story and then I'll leave it where it is. Many years ago, I was trying to do my hair, and I am not a hair person. So I'm in there and I'm trying to wash my hair, and the way it's set up, there's a cabinet above the sink. And the first time I stood up, didn't think about the cabinet, I hit my head hard. I hit it so hard it like dazed me. Second time I hit it hard enough. And in that moment, I heard the Lord tell me, when it hurts you bad enough, you'll stop bumping your head. I
Wow.
will say that about domestic violence. When it hurts you bad enough, when that baby daddy hurts you bad enough, when that relationship hurts you bad enough, you'll stop bumping your head.
You will stop bumping
When
your
it hurts you
head.
bad enough. But the question is, how bad does it have to hurt?
My Jesus.
You know, he didn't just show up that one day and try to kill me. It had been going on for years.
Wow.
I'm the nurse going to floor, going hiding black eyes, getting dropped off at work in my own car.
Wow.
Other women in my apartment when I'm at work. Like, I
Yes.
live this. This is a part of my testimony. And people wonder why I'm so transparent. It's for the lady who's ashamed.
Yes.
That's going through that one. I think that whatever we go through, it's not just for us. It's for
Yes.
someone else. So
Absolutely.
it's for someone else. I'm a survivor.
Absolutely. I love that. And I tell you, you have so much inside of you. And the world, I am so grateful that you came to have a conversation so that your voice, your message, your testimony can reach women all over the country, not just local here in Mississippi. Your message needs to be for women all across the world. And I am so grateful and honored that every single time I reach out to you, it's the only time you say, no, Tanya, I got a conflict. That's the only time. And I appreciate that. And I tell you, it just means the world to me to hear you share your story without reservation. All glory to God.
Oh, yes.
Oh my goodness. So before we go, let's talk about the whole woman. Physical, the women's health, mental, and even bring in the domestic violence. Let's talk to her in a holistic way. Encourage her to take care of her, to put her first.
One of the first things that I would say is I find that a lot of women, because they get so busy,
Yes.
they miss appointments.
Mm.
They stop going for their wellness appointments.
Mm-hmm.
Those appointments are so important because if you don't take care of you, you can't take care of others.
Yes.
So that's one of the main things. And taking care of that mental health.
Yes.
Taking care of that mental health. Something that in the clip from Tamika's
Yes.
transparency that I remember her talking about was the men who are emotionally unavailable or something like that.
Brokenness. You don't understand
I
how
think-
broken a man
right.
is until
Till
you try to love him.
That's
For the
facts.
women who are married and in relationships, I find that they deal with things and they expect those men to
Mhm.
understand and know. And I think once women learn to educate those around them with what
Yes.
I'm going through, then maybe the people that they're showing up for will better understand.
Yes.
And then they can take more time and feel less guilty about taking care of themselves, because sometimes we don't explain
yes.
why I'm feeling this way.
Yes.
But when you educate others, then, that's a door open to show up for yourself.
Yes.
Go to the doctor, go to
Yes.
therapy,
Yes.
go to the gym,
Yes.
take care of the whole woman.
Mm-hmm.
Because once again, we're still women who carry the world on our back.
Yes.
And if we're going to do that, we do have to take care of the whole woman.
That is so good.
Yes, yes. I think even taking care of the whole woman, prioritizing mental health is so important. As a culture, we don't look at the fact, I was sharing with actually my makeup artist this morning about how whatever age your parents stop parenting you, or when that trauma hits, whenever trauma happens, even as an adult, you go back to that age unless you let God heal the little girl.
Ooh,
I had to be
Jesus.
healed from 3 years old. And even some of my decisions, that 3-year-old letting this man beat you all those years,
Wow.
that's the 3-year-old me.
Oh,
That
let me get
3-year-old
my
who
tissue.
feels like I'm not good enough. Why you don't love me? Why you don't care for me?
Yes.
Because I was abandoned.
Yes.
And so you go back to that place anytime something happens.
Yes.
Because I always ask questions, okay, well, how old were you when this happened? And if you retrace it, you'll think
Yes.
when you even now, the decisions you make when you're frustrated, when you're upset, you revert back to that place.
Wow.
That's why emotional healing, physical healing, and even going back to your father, let me tell you something. When a child has been adopted, even if the parents want to do away with them, they can't. They have a right to that inheritance. When God adopted us, even when we leave him,
Yes.
he will never, ever leave
Come
us.
on.
He will never leave us. We have rights as children of God. And what I had to learn is though my father might have walked away, though my mama may not physically be here,
Yes.
he never left me alone.
Yes.
And so I had to get rid of what's called the orphan spirit because I felt like, well, if I mess up today, God ain't going to bless me. Look, you will never be good enough to deserve the
Yes.
blessings that God gives
so
you.
true.
Yes.
We're none of us on our best day.
On our-
He loves Tamika just because.
Yes.
Not because of this, not because of that.
Yes.
Just because.
Yes.
That's
Whom
it.
is in my hand, no man can
No
pluck
man.
out.
Right.
No man.
You can't even pluck your own self out of his hand.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. Listen, we can go on and on all night. I'm trying to hold back tears. Dr. Luckett took me back. I'm like, oh my Lord. Because I
Yes.
started seeing myself.
Yes.
Like whenever stuff happened, I
revert back.
I revert back.
That age. Yes, ma'am.
Oh my goodness. But listen, this has been an amazing conversation. And I'm gonna be like the Baptist. I ain't gonna hold you long. But listen, it has been amazing here. Thank y'all for coming
Thank
to
you.
sip. Miss Shayla, tell me, did you enjoy yourself on the tea today?
I did. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. But listen, this has been another episode of Transparency. I hope that something said today will help you along your journey, and always seek your professional provider. So ladies, on that note, it's time to toast.
Okay.